We have to do this. A bit of a hill.
His mother said, if you're coming to school, you got to bring your sister because they have to go and work in the fields. So this kid carries his 1-year-old sister everywhere. A lot of those kids don't eat in the morning. A lot of those kids, the only place they do eat is at that school.
I thought going up that mountain, Mary's meals can reach everywhere that there's a hungry child.
Do you see what happens after a simple meal? It just came to life.
Love reaches everywhere.
Parkview Sports Medicine's integrated sports medicine team is built to serve the needs of all athletes in all sports. Our team's only goal is to improve athletes in every facet. PSM offers performance training to help athletes get better on the field, dedicated athletic rehabilitation and physical therapy to help them get better off of it, certified athletic trainers in our PSM schools providing daily support to our athletes, and a specialized orthopedic walk-in clinic when injury strikes. Call 260-266-4007 to speak to our care navigators or visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com to learn more about what we can do to improve athletes at all levels. Parkview Sports Medicine. Become more.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express walk-in clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Parkview Ortho Express, located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, gives you access to quick care and orthopedic physicians when you need it most. Get x-rays, treatment, and referrals to Parkview Care, all in the convenience of a walk-in clinic. Call 260-266-4007 for more information.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Someday, you'll get your knee replaced. Someday, a new hip. Someday can be sooner than you think. At Parkview Ortho Hospital, we want to help you get moving again. So we offer a full range of options for joint pain, including outpatient joint replacements and personalized solutions. It's time to reclaim your life at Parkview Ortho Hospital, because someday is today. Learn more at parkview.com/ortho. Parkview, we believe in better.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Keep it 100. Thank you.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union. You're invited.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, basketball fans of all ages, and any pets in the house in our streaming audience, welcome and hello, good evening. Welcome to Northrop High School as we get ready for a SAC varsity contest as the host Bruins get ready to compete, lace them up against the Carroll Chargers. And we are about 3 minutes away from tip-off here. And we here are the following. Hunter Sosenheimer will be bringing you the live action left to right, our videographer extraordinaire all night long. I'm Andrew Wiss on the call, and thrilled to be here for SAC basketball contests. Anytime in the COVID-19 pandemic we can get a basketball game in is a thrill, and having talked to both of these coaches, this is the first time I've seen it this year. All teams are COVID-free tonight. All players available, healthy. Everybody was at practice yesterday and or played, as Carroll did yesterday, and so ready to go. No COVID interruptions tonight, and it should be a fun one as the Chargers bring in a 4-2 record, and the host Bruins sit at 2-1 right now. The Bruins 0-1 in conference play. This will be their second conference contest of the season under first-year head coach Kevin Clopton. Their lone conference loss of the season thus far came at the hands of Concordia back on November 14th. And they are coming off of a win this Monday as they defeated DeKalb here on their home floor. That final was 37-36. For the Chargers, Coach Redding in his 9th season has got his group at 4-2, and those two losses have come at the hands of Hamilton, Southeast, and Penn. The latter, which has been a basketball powerhouse in the state of Indiana for the last 15 years plus. And so a quality group Coach Redding has, and we talked about that prior to the game, and we'll bring that up in his words as we get going. They also just played DeKalb, and actually last night, so back-to-back games here for the Chargers, and they defeated DeKalb 63-25 last night, and are getting ready to lace it up against Homestead. So their second conference contest of the week, and it comes against Homestead this Friday. That will be December 4th. I believe that's a home game for Carroll. I will double-check my information there, but 4 challenging games coming up for the Chargers. Homestead on Friday. They go to Northridge, I believe, on Saturday. I think that game is at Northridge High School. They then turn around and will play December 9th against a very strong Warsaw team, and then another SAC contest the following Friday against the Concordia Cadets, another strong opponent. So a challenging schedule, and Coach Redding has really built a challenging schedule for his girls' teams the last 5-6 years, that they really have stepped up their play and tried to gauge themselves throughout the season, challenging themselves with strong opponents both in and obviously out of conference. As we talk about the Bruins and what's on the horizon, they will be at Bishop Dwenger, so their third game of the week this Friday. We will be there. Actually, I will be there for that one, 7:30 tip-off, and we'll pause it here for our national anthem. What am I looking for? Thank you, America. Let's resume our pregame coverage of the Charger-Bruin game we're getting ready for. Again, these two teams in the past have had opportunities to play each other 3 times throughout the season as they are conference opponents, obviously with the SAC Holiday Tournament potential to play in that, and then they share the same sectional for a sectional number 5. However, this year with no SAC dance come holiday time, it'll be a strange December to say the least. But again, a chance to meet tonight, but also later in sectional play in February. And so these two teams know each other well, despite a new head coach at the helm for the Bruins program. And I got a chance to talk with Coach Clopton about his keys tonight as he gets ready, his girls ready to play. And he said he wanted his girls, as they play tonight, to be patient, be confident, and obviously the big goal, I think he said, was to really limit turnovers, as he knows he's going up against a very deep, long, and athletic Charger group. There's going to be blue arms flying everywhere, and he's expecting a lot of full court pressure. So wants his girls to be able to attack that confidently, be patient at right, choose when to be patient, when to attack, and then limit the turnovers against this group. And we're going to track that all night long. Turnovers, we'll try to actually track live and dead ball turnovers. And then talking with Coach Redding of the Chargers, again, he's got a very deep, and he described his roster as deep, quick, and athletic, and they just hound people defensively. They are deep, and the number, I think 11 or 12 players strictly varsity, and when you can do that, it just forces, and not every coach in the state of Indiana has that luxury, that kind of depth and athleticism, but it really forces the girls to get after it on a daily basis in practice as they fight for minutes, as they push each other, and that obviously then grows their skill level throughout the season. And so very excited about that. He also mentioned that a lot of his girls on his roster are just really good at handling the basketball. They don't have a flat-out point guard. Simply they have players that they can throw in at multiple positions. They can all handle it, shoot it, pass it. And so I asked him what he really wanted to see his group get better at tonight, and he said he wanted to structurally be a little bit better on offense and try to avoid falling into that happy 3-ball activity where they simply launch wide-open shots, and really wanted to attack the basket offensively, getting it into the basket area. And so we'll see how it goes tonight. We're about 5 seconds away, and we're going to turn it over to the PA here at the beautiful Northrop High School Gymnasium and meet our starting lineups. And there are your starting lineups for both groups. And for the Chargers, again, they go 5'8", 5'11", 5'9", the 6-foot freshman and 5'8". And again, as they sub in, you're going to see size and length come in for size and length for the Bruins on the floor. Jasmine Perry at 5'4" guard, Tiana White at 5'10", Thatcher a 5'5" guard, and Anaya Moore a 5'7" interior player. And number 31, the sophomore, Alexa Robinson, a 5'6" sophomore for the Bruins. Jumping it up will be Castater and a White. We got fans. I apologize, we do not have fans. That's my traditional quote here. We got referees, we got players, we got cheerleaders. Let's play basketball. Off the tip, you see the quick action. They opened up the left block and deflected out of bounds. Stay here. as that was Emily Parrott, the 5'8" senior, driving in and missing, and an underneath out of bounds as number 12, Sanaya Jackson, will inbound. And again, you see the clear out, up fake. By design, that shot fake and clear out. And already the first offensive rebound. Anaya Moore grabbed that one, stolen away quickly by Sheets. She also gets the assist. And again, there's your first turnover of the game. That's what Coach Clopton wanted his girls to limit tonight. And they're going to have to play north and south as they do. There's another one as Castater got the steal. Castater, that 6-foot freshman, getting the starting nod tonight. And again, already you see 2 live ball turnovers. And Carroll, with their length, can really create some havoc for teams defensively. Nice move on the drive. That was Taylor Fordyce, took it right behind the back. And again, Coach Redding loves to play his teams with empty blocks that allows for penetration. It also allows for curling, slicing, cutting guards as they go through. And so despite their size, consistent size across the board, across the roster, they really play a cutting, slicing type of offense. And Parrott able to get that offensive rebound. And Castater finishing inside. And again, you see this sort of three-quarter court diamond in one press. And leaking it out up ahead, almost turning it over there were the Chargers. Fordyce, 17-footer, good. Thatcher going to push it up the side. Contact on the far sideline. They're going to say Parrott bumped the Northrop ball handler Thatcher. 6:42 remaining and an inbound, side inbound for the Bruins. Substitution in as Warfield checks in for the Bruins. And another foul on the dribble there as Thatcher was attacking. She will inbound underneath out of bounds. Set. That was the second team foul on the Chargers. And deflected out of bounds. Again, a lot of young basketball players, if you can write this down, put it in your pocket. Any pass from the corner up the sideline by rule needs to be a bounce pass. Easier to pass, harder to steal. Some coaches enforce it in practice from day one, but that pass up the sideline from the corner needs to be bounced. Otherwise, like Castater did there, it can easily get stolen. That's the fourth turnover here in the first quarter. Castater, the lay-in, and that one deflected out of bounds by Sheets. This one inbounded to Robinson. And a lob entry, just tough, stolen by Jackson. Fordyce with it. And the Chargers will push. And Castater feeling it early. Let's go right to it. She's got a couple layups in transition. This time, watch the passing here by the Chargers as Northrop calls a timeout. And eventually we will get there. A tough, again, the pressure defense. Coach Redding talked about this. These girls just hound teams defensively, and then watch it as they push it up in transition. Watch the team passing here. Sheets going to drive it, share it on the skip. Inside, there's the outside on the double down, and high shot pocket. Castator caught it high, kept it high, a nice flick and splash, and 5:41 left, and Carroll out to a blistering 11-0 lead. And that is sort of dead man's corner against the press when you catch it in that right corner. Tiana White being pressured there by Fordyce. That's going to be a foul called on her. I believe her second. Yes, it is. And now that sort of diamond in one pressure has been extended to full court. And Parrott, the steal and lay-in. And there's the north-south that you want if you are Northrop. That time she was able to catch it in Main Street, center of the floor, and simply put it down the floor north and south. Again, what this press really wants you to do is go east and west, pass it, dribble it side to side, and they will eventually turn you over. If you can attack it north and south, speaking of north and south, Fordyce, a quick change of direction and lay-in for two. Thatcher breaks the pressure against the sideline. This is, however, where you do not want to be. She wisely escapes. Finds Perry, 17-footer. Short, and Castator the rebound. And again, she's 6 foot and able to rebound and push and throw passes like that. Easier said than done. Able to rebound it, see over the defense, put it on the deck, and put that 42-foot pass on the money. And we're just halfway through the first quarter, and the Chargers already 17 points here. I think they missed their first shot and have not missed since. And Jackson going to make me look good there. That can be deflating when shots are going in from everywhere. White catches it on the wing, long on the three attempt. Backside board goes to Jackson, and again, all of these Charger players able to put it on the deck after a rebound, and that's, again, what makes them so quick in transition. You saw Castator do it on the rebound before. That time it was Jackson who caught the rebound, turned, one dribble, flicked it up ahead. And this Charger team, again, long, athletic, and really positionless, as I was mentioning to Coach Redding before the game. I said, is your team positionless? He said they really do lack a pure point guard, an individual that they have to get it to set up, create, initiate offense. I think Parrott might be their primary ball handler, maybe most experienced ball handler, but they can all play and create. .352, and Thatcher will initiate for the Bruins. Hounded by Parrott. Looking for a teammate. Almost found Robinson. And Pocock, I believe, deflected it out of bounds. Actually, they're going to get Pocock. Just checked in. That is Brooke Pocock, the junior guard. Get her for the foul. That is the 15th foul on the Chargers. And they're going to say Thatcher stepped on the sideline. Gibbs, two dribble strong, looks over the top and finds Lowry. And again, able to put it on the deck and then see the help side coming, throw it over, and it's easy to find her. She's 6 foot, is Olivia Lowry, the senior post player for the Chargers. Spins it long and hustle forward on the far sideline. Thatcher able to get by the defender. Warfield, I believe, came from the backside, snatched that rebound with 2 hands, put it right back up and in. Did the senior guard for the Bruins. Here's a ball screen with Lowry. Pocock takes it to the right side. Here's Gibbs. Lowry. And they're going to say Pocock shuffled the puppies before she put it on the deck. As we look at 2:35 remaining here in the first quarter, Jasmine Perry going to check back in for the Bruins. She'll replace Robinson. That shot long, deflected out of bounds. They're going to say Jackson. And that's number 22, Nevaeh Jackson. Deflected it out of bounds. And not able to find a teammate there was Thatcher. Unofficially the 8th turnover here in the first quarter for the Bruins. Again, this Charger defense, yes, they play hard, but they are long, tall, and create a lot of obstruction. We're talking about driving lanes, passing lanes, simply getting open. They also can see and catch over the defense there as Gibbs found Nevaeh Jackson open. It always helps to be tall and have long arms when you play this game. Those are 2 assets that my biological parents never provided me. I always blame them for that. Gave it all to my brother, 6'6". Like, where was that? Pretty sure we ate the same food growing up. I'm 5'10", he's 6'6". Never knew that mustache I had in 7th grade meant I was done growing. And we look at the free throw line. Tiana White fouled on that attack. She'll shoot 2 free throws, long on the first. And Lowry rips down the rebound, and here comes the Charger offense. Gibbs, corner 3, short. The Chargers have hit 2 threes tonight. Tie up in the lane, and possession arrow is going to favor the Bruins. Perry crossed over there atop the key, fouled by Pocock. And that's going to be the 7th team foul. And so there's a positive sign for the Bruins. 1:14 left, so for the next 9 minutes and 14 seconds, as long as the Bruins can attack and attack without turning it over, they're going to have a chance to step to the free throw line. And Perry, that's a good sign for the Bruins, hits her free throw. A lot of times I've often said in high school basketball, if your first free throw shooter of the game makes his or her first free throw, first 2 as Perry does there, a lot of times that can become contagious. Teammates see it, and you have a good free throw shooting night. A lot of times that first shooter goes to the line and misses 2. Can be a bad sign of things to come for the entire team. Jackson saw the defense go under the ball screen and pulled it and deflected out of bounds. And again, I'm not sure if that's what Coach Redding exactly wanted on that. talked to me about hoping wanted his team to be disciplined and avoid becoming 3-ball happy. I think they've only shot 4 tonight, made 2 of them. And Serenity Bragg able to play defense before the catch there and deflected a Northrop steal, but then turned over on the other end as Tiana White was attacking. Good transition defense, though, here by the Bruins. Again, Serenity Bragg offering resistance. Gibbs, look what I found. And here come the Bruins. And speaking of transition defense there, Emily Parrott doing a great job of getting back, cut off Thatcher. And so an underneath out of bounds for the Bruins. 26 seconds. Coach calls out a set, 20 seconds. Let's see if they attack right away. They do, and Thatcher, I think, just put her head down, seeing if she could force a referee to blow a whistle, and they did with 15.7 seconds remaining. That foul's going to be on Olivia Lowry, her first, team 8th. And I'm not sure, I think they did call this a shooting foul. Unable to hit on either attempt, and they're going to say Carroll basketball. And Parrott with it. 10 seconds. Let's see if the Chargers go right away. Skip it to Pocock. Here's Jackson. Back of the rim miss. And that'll be your final shot of the first 8 minutes. We'll be right back with some highlights and second quarter action here at SummitCitySports.com.
About the place that it put us, and the quarantine hit, and we knew we had guys that were going to work hard at home, but just the idea that we could get a lot of them together working hard at a location with people that know what they're doing was really beneficial. And I think, that training did a great job for those guys to kind of get the ball rolling for them, and they came back in the end of June, early July, and it's like they hadn't missed a beat. They were flexible, they were fast, and ready to lift and run and start playing football, so it was a huge benefit for us.
To gain an edge on your competition, it starts with a free one-on-one performance assessment. Call 260-266-4007. Parkview Sports Medicine. Become more.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We believe in sharing positive stories and are excited to set the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Basketball is such a reactionary sport, and we talk all the time about your first 3 steps are the most important: powering out, exploding, the things that they're teaching our kids with changing direction quick.
And fans, welcome back as we get ready for second quarter action. Let's go to some replays from that first quarter. And actually, before we do that, let's just jump right back into live play as they are ready to inbound. It'll be Charger basketball on the floor for the Chargers. Sanaya Jackson, Fordyce, 14, who just caught that inbound pass and laid it in. Delaney Sheets, Castater, Alexi Castater, and number 44, Evie Murphy, the 5'11 junior. And so size, length, no matter who's on the floor, a very long, tall, athletic roster. And there's experience as well, as Delaney Sheets, another 5'8 senior, up fakes the defender and lays it in. Tiana White caught that high in transition, couldn't draw rim. And here come the Chargers, again sprinting down the floor. Castater, just poor transition defense. Coach Klotson less than thrilled. He's going to call a timeout, and we'll be right back here. Actually, we'll stay here and go to some of that replay action that we talked about earlier. We showed you this one earlier, but three-point shooting for the Chargers started out very hot. Watch this drive and kick inside out, and Castater hits the triple. That was early in the first quarter. You got to think if Bill Walton was calling this game, he'd say she really has a bright future, lots of sunshine, rainbows, waterfalls, mushrooms ahead for that ball player. Thank goodness Walton's not calling this game. And then let's give the Bruin offense a shout-out here. Watch it as they reverse it, get it to Thatcher, drive the lane, and couldn't get the lane to go. But Warfield going after rebounds with two hands. That's exactly how you attack the glass. Squeeze it with two puppies, two hands at all times. Treat rebounds like a steering wheel. Two hands on it. Makes you a better rebounder, makes you a better driver. And a nice bounce. Couldn't get it to go. That was Sanaya Jackson. And then she's going to get called for the foul. I think we'll walk 65 feet. And there's some communication by the Zebras, as that's the 9th team foul. So after this, the Bruins will be shooting the double bonus. Alexa Robinson, the sophomore for the Bruins, hits the first of two. Earns the second, we should say, as that was one and the bonus. Long on the second, and rebounding that is Jackson. Quickly up ahead to Castater. And again, you like the 6-foot frame, able to see over the pressure defense. Really a guard. Going to be saying that name a lot for the next 3.5 years here in the Carroll Charger basketball program, as Fordyce cuts through and lays in another. She leads all scorers with 10 points here in the first half. Castater with 9, Sheets with 5, Jackson with 3. Here's Tiana White. Thought she got bumped on the shot. Play on. And again, I think you see the Charger offense really be able to get out in transition as whoever that top player is, and we don't want to identify one individual, but they almost trust that their other four, because of their size, height, length, is going to be able to pull down that defensive rebound. So if you are not in that bottom spot defensively, go ahead and take off. Let's start our offensive break early. And they've been able to push the ball up after defensive rebound time and again here in the first half. Here's Castater. We saw her put one on the money earlier. That one. She's playing a little Patrick Mahomes after the defensive rebound. Just throwing passes on time, on target to her teammates. I'd like to see her play a game of darts. I bet she can just... We're going bullseye. We're going 20, maybe even the triple 20. I challenge Lexi Castater to a game of darts. I want to see her skill set, her ability to throw darts. She's throwing them out here on the court. Can she do it in a real dart game? Here's a bounce pass out to Perry. She shoots a corner three. Tiana White crashes the backside board. Tough angle, but able to get it to go. And that's her first 2 points, leading scorer for the Bruins, the senior, number 21, Tiana White. Here's a ball screen on the wing. They clear out the same side. We see a lot of teams operate that. They'll put 3 players on the weak side and play a little two-man game of ball screen and just kind of read the defense. Coach calls out the set. Little 2-1-2 look here with White in the middle. Warfield with it. Puts it on the deck. Runs in to help defense and stolen by Castater. Up ahead again to Sheets. Lefty lay-in. Count it. Moore up fake, drive, a one dribble layup for Anaya Moore, who's a fantastic virtual Zoom student in her U.S. history class. I hear wonderful things about her first period U.S. history work skills. I believe she's currently studying the American imperialist era of the late 19th century. That 3-ball short, and here comes Jasmine Perry. Thatcher quick with the dribble, soft on the lay-in, a little too hard that time, and Castater again. We keep saying Castater and Sheets. The duo is dynamic in the first half as a timeout here by the Chargers. And speaking of that duo, let's just look at it right now as we go to a quick replay. And again, a lot of the Carroll offense starts with a defensive rebound. Watch Castater here. Rebound, pivot, 2 bounces, look up ahead. Sheets, twice now we've seen her let that flying defender go right by and lays it in, and Sheets give her 11 points now, the leading scorer in the game. And again, if you're a coach watching this, getting ready to play the Chargers, your transition defense has got to be a part of your game preparation the week of practice. As the Chargers are able to rebound, put it on the deck, and attack, and they seek out teammates very, very willingly and sprint up the floor. Also got to like the passing ability of these Charger players. Here's the ball screen out high for Thatcher. They switch it. Lowry cuts her off on the baseline. Finds Warfield, 3-ball from top of the key. Miss. Moore, who told me before the game her goal tonight is 10 rebounds. Give her 1, I believe. That's actually her second. Check that. And she'll step to the line. That's the 10th team foul, shooting foul, with 3:20 remaining here in the second quarter. And you love it when players set goals for them that don't include points. Points are always going to come. They're a part of the game. A lot of times they're outside of your control. But create an assist goal, rebound goal, floor dive goal, turnover goal, steal, I shouldn't say turnover, steal goal. How many physical box outs am I going to have tonight? Create goals that you can really control and focus on. Pocock hits the 3 in transition. Thatcher had to adjust the shot as Lowry resisted. And again, there you see it. Defensive rebounding turning into transition offense. Pocock almost from the same spot. Ring them up. Peaches coming from Brooke Pocock. Splash. Go the Peaches, the Pocock Peaches. A lot of people say Georgia Peaches. Here we call, and now I believe that score is correct in front of you, the Pocock Peaches. She's hit 2 triples in 2 possessions. They run the shooter off backside. Good defensive communication as Jackson, that's Sanaya Jackson, switched out onto the shooter. Excuse me, that's Nevaeh Jackson, number 22. Switched out onto the shooter. And I believe got a piece of that shot. And as White drove it there, I believe the foul going to be called before the shot. And again, if you're Coach Clopton, that's what you want to see your team do. Continue to attack with poise, head up, but try to get yourself to the free throw line. White able to get that one to go. An excellent free throw shooter. Again, we're early in the 2020-21 season, but an excellent free throw shooter for the Bruins last year. Led the team in scoring as a junior last year. And that's her 3rd point of the contest. There's that inside, there's that outside, and Parrott. The Peaches falling into the basket in the second quarter. Again, in that first quarter, it was really the press creating turnovers and scoring opportunities. Now we've seen the transition offense. And again, you see Parrott leak out. Sweep through, power, layup, couldn't get it to go. And again, can really score in a variety of ways. Late here in the second quarter, it's been the shooting from behind the arc. Hits both, and 1:45 remaining here in the second quarter. 2-3 zone here for the Chargers. Robinson, a corner three, no good. Jackson, the rebound. Let's see who that went off of. They're going to say it bounced off of Lowry. And so keep it with the Bruins. And underneath out of bounds, it'll be a box set look for the Bruins. White going to let a three go, steps into it, and hit it. Here's Parrott. Splash, go the Peaches from Emily Parrott. Relentless offensively are these Chargers. White steps into a second, short, and here comes Jackson. Hustling back is Tiana White, and that's what you'd love to see, your senior leader hustling back, ignoring the scoreboard, simply playing hard. And an easy inbound bucket for the Chargers there. 45 seconds remaining. Again, the Chargers staying in that 2-3 zone. Here's a high-low pass. Moore almost got that lay-in to go. Pocock, she's hit two, now three from that exact same spot. I don't know if that's the only spot in practice that she shoots from, but my goodness, she is on fire here in the second quarter. They've hit 5 threes, and now that layup. (60-19), 5 seconds. White gets it. 15-footer, no good. And the buzzer will stop the Carroll Charger blistering offense. My goodness. Efficient, to say the least, are the Chargers here in the first half. We'll be right back after a brief break and a word from our sponsors.
We have to do this. A bit of a hill.
His mother said, if you're coming to school, you got to bring your sister because they have to go and work in the fields. So this kid carries his 1-year-old sister everywhere. A lot of those kids don't eat in the morning. A lot of those kids, the only place they do eat is at that school.
I thought going up that mountain, Mary's meals can reach everywhere that there's a hungry child.
Do you see what happens after a simple meal? It just came to life.
Love reaches everywhere.
Parkview Sports Medicine's integrated sports medicine team is built to serve the needs of all athletes in all sports. Our team's only goal is to improve athletes in every facet. PSM offers performance training to help athletes get better on the field, dedicated athletic rehabilitation and physical therapy to help them get better off of it, certified athletic trainers in our PSM schools providing daily support to our athletes, and a specialized orthopedic walking clinic when injury strikes. Call 260-266-4007 to speak to our care navigators or visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com to learn more about what we can do to improve athletes at all levels. Parkview Sports Medicine. Become more.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season or complete games live or on demand. After all, Nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express walk-in clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Parkview Ortho Express, located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, gives you access to quick care and orthopedic physicians when you need it most. Get x-rays, treatment, and referrals to Parkview Care, all in the convenience of a walk-in clinic. Call 260-266-4007 for more information.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Someday, you'll get your knee replaced. Someday, a new hip. Someday can be sooner than you think. At Parkview Ortho Hospital, we want to help you get moving again. So we offer a full range of options for joint pain, including outpatient joint replacements and personalized solutions. It's time to reclaim your life at Parkview Ortho Hospital, because someday is today. Learn more at parkview.com/ortho. Parkview, we believe in better.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcast. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Keep it 100. Make it.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union. You're invited.
Fans, welcome back as you stare at the halftime score here at Northrop High School inside Mark Sheff Gymnasium and on top of the newly finished Dave Riley Court here at Northrop High School. A fantastic looking gymnasium just refinished as part of the Northrop High School renovation that is now complete. And a really awesome setting, new bleachers, new court, new paint all over the walls, new ceiling, and an awesome venue for you fans to see right now via SummitCitySports.com. Obviously, we anticipate future fan attendance inside this beautiful gymnasium at Northrop High School. And again, it's been a efficient offensive output by the Carroll Chargers here in the first half. And really no one individual responsible for that. It's been scoring by committee, passing by committee. The three-point shooting got hot, and I mean sizzling in that second quarter from the Charger shooters. And there's no real one person you can focus on if you're Coach Clopton and talking to your team defensively about what you want to see. But your scoring rundown in the first half, Emily Parrott with 12 points, Delaney Sheets with 11, and these are unofficial scoring totals in the first half. Taylor Fordyce with 10, Lexi Castater 9, Brooke Pocock 9, all of those of the three-point variety. Sanaya Jackson 5, Kayla Gibbs 4, Olivia Lowry 2, and again, no real one individual that you can focus on. It's rather concepts and ideas that you want to try to re-emphasize again and again to your squad. If you're Coach Clopton, it's getting back in transition defensively, competing, clearing things up defensively, moving your feet defensively, as opposed to locking in on maybe one or two scores. But this Charger team is deep, and they share it well as they push it in transition. Your scoring breakdown in the first half for the Bruins: Tiana White with 6 points, Anaya Moore and Kayla Warfield each with 4. Amanda Thatcher with 2, as does Jasmine Perry, and Alexa Robinson 1 point in the first half for the Bruins. And again, we said it time and again, but the Charger offense really comes on a defensive rebound as they look to push. And a lot of times the individual who's able to attack is that initial rebounder. And they've been able to find streaking Chargers in transition. Let's see if we can find an example. Let's go right to it. Watch it here as the Bruins miss a three. The rebound, push. There's one dribble. Pass up ahead, on time, on target. And Castater finishing that one. That was 2 of her 9 first half points. And again, a lot of times you see that Charger offense. If you're not a part of that rebounding committee, it is don't stand around, leak out. And these Charger rebounders and outlet individuals know when they get it, they can just turn and snap their eyes. They do a great job of peeking at the basket area immediately as they get the ball. The Bruins did start to find their scoring touch in the second quarter as Tiana White, watch her catch this one on the right wing, step into a 21-footer and splash it. But if we want to talk about three-point shooting, I think we have to talk about Brooke Pocock. Watch her here. This is, again, in transition. This time Jackson able to rebound, put it on the deck. Watch her kick it up ahead. And Pocock hit 3 from that exact same spot of the floor, all in the second quarter, and that is one reason why they have a 60-19 lead as we start in with live action here in the third quarter. Perry short on that 3, and again you see the rebound and transition. This time the Bruins able to get 5 white jerseys back. Here's that ball screen offense we've seen a little bit out of the Chargers. On the floor for the Chargers, this is number 44, Evie Murphy. Almost stolen, loose ball. You like the floor dive there by Anaya Moore. A couple more floor dives. You like the hustle. Nice sportsmanship there. Players helping each other up. But on the floor for the Chargers, Evie Murphy, Sanaya Jackson, Nevaeh Jackson, Taylor Fordyce, and number 10 there, Brooke Pocock. For the Bruins, Amanda Thatcher, Alexa Robinson guarding the ball. Jasmine Perry, Tiana White, and Anaya Moore. And they come out in a little 1-2-2 zone. Nice defensive rotation there on the bottom of that zone. Forces a 17-footer, and that can be deflating. Boy, that's what you want if you're the Bruins. Great defensive rotation, force an outside perimeter shot, and then hopefully you can rebound the carom. But Jackson able to hit that 17-footer, a good start for the Chargers offensively. Thatcher attacking the Carroll defender Murphy. And she'll step to the line for 2 free throws. Offensively, that was one thing. Apologize, let me clear that out of your way for you. Offensively, that was one thing the Bruins were able to do there in the first half, was get to the foul line. They did not shoot the percentage they would like, but got to the foul line and put pressure on the Chargers defensively. And Thatcher uses all of the rim to knock in the second one. She'll be on the top of this 3-2 zone. And the key in this 3-2 zone is really not over-rotate. You never want to have 2 defenders guarding the ball. And a nice rotation down. That was Thatcher coming from the top of that. As the ball went corner to the corner, she came all the way down from the top, deflected it out of bounds. Looks like they're going to go man-to-man here on the underneath out of bounds. Fordyce had a look, couldn't get it to go, and here comes Thatcher. Lost her balance as she drove it. And jump ball will keep it with the Bruins. White goes window. That was a floating 15-footer using the glass. It is 8:30 in the evening. Somehow Tiana White found a bank that was open. Fordyce the 3, and credit the ball movement of the Chargers there. They got it to the corner, swung it quickly against that 3-2 zone. And that's one thing you have to live with if you're the Bruins. You want to force perimeter shooting and at least try to get the shooters to take it without rhythm. And then you should be packed in enough to where you can rebound defensively as a team. Here's Pocock. She hit 3 threes again in that second quarter. Quick rotation, skip. Pocock caught it with the feet, long, and that's what you want. But an offensive rebound for the Chargers. 5:25 remaining here in the third quarter. And a nice post move. That was a little right sky hook. Her name's Evie Murphy. I want to call her Kareem Abdul-Jamurphy. But I'm not going to do that. We'll call her Evie Murphy. Nice bank shot from the block by Evie Murphy. Thatcher attacking, unorthodox, almost got it to go. And Fordyce will initiate for the Chargers. Fordyce, a sophomore 5'9" guard. Post entry denied by White. Deflected out of bounds, and substitution in for the Bruins. This will be Kayla Warfield. Again, White deflecting the post-entry pass. Skipped. And Jackson shooting it well from 17 feet. One of the things she's really able to do, the 5'10" sophomore, is catch it high in her shot pocket and keep it high. A lot of players will dip the ball, not catch it with their feet, as Tiana White responds with a 3 on this end. But Jackson, give her credit, she catches it high, gets that shooting elbow underneath. Murphy can't hit another. Boy, we were getting ready to give her the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Award for post skyhooks. That is an annual award that we give out here at Summit City Sports, as Anaya Moore tied up the loose ball there. It'll be a jump ball. Possession arrow says blue. And some substitutions in, actually 5 new faces in for the Chargers. That's one thing that Coach Redding can do with this very deep athletic group is sub 5 for 5. We're talking Arby's. 1998 used to have that 5 for 5 roast beef coupon. Ole Miss used to take advantage of that whenever I was thinking Arby's. But Coach Redding can do that with this very deep group as Gibbs now shares it with Parrott. Sheets on the floor. She's now got it at the pinch post. Looks low for Lowry, and just high IQ basketball also on the floor is Castater, the 6-foot freshman. But high basketball IQ, Delane Sheets attacked there, dribbled it with the left, kept the dribble away from the defender, and was looking for Lowry the whole time. And a nice high Hervey pass to the 6-foot senior, Olivia Lowry. There's Lowry again on the post. She's going to be fouled by Moore. And I believe they're going to call that foul on the ground, so the Chargers will inbound with 2:41 remaining. And if you're too young to know what that 5 for 5 Arby's coupon was all about, the original roast beef of the Arby's, you could get 5 for $5. I feel like today, nice inbound pass there to Parrott. You could maybe get 1 or 2 of those for $5. I'm not sure. They do have those delicious sliders, though. Shout out to Arby's. Hey, Arby's, by the way, we are always looking for sponsors here at SummitCitySports.com. If you want to just sponsor us, we announcers, videographers, with game day food, not only would we give you ad recognition, but we would eat your food. After that turnover, Thatcher going to initiate, again staring at a 2-3 zone for the Chargers. White in the middle, turns, fires, back of the rim, and Parrott going to snatch, and she'll push. And you see the Charger offense being very patient here in the third quarter. Castater, though, flicks it. Robinson could not secure the backside board as it came off. And Castater found herself wide open, couldn't get that to go. Here comes Kayla Warfield, the senior for the Bruins. Skipped up ahead, shot fake, one dribble weak pull up, couldn't get it to go. Hustling for it, though, again, are Moore and Lowry. And Jasmine Perry, number 14 for the Bruins, will check in. Little inbound to the corner. They're going to run Perry off of 2 screens on the backside. Dribbled into help defense, and nothing doing in the middle of the floor with 1:22 remaining in the third quarter. I don't know if we can get a zoom in there on the Northrop coaches, though, but well dressed for tonight's game, matching all in black. We're talking head to toe, even the face masks matching for the Northrop coaches as Parrott slices through the defense. Shout out to Coach Clopton and his staff for their attire. Warfield blocked by Lowry, who did not think she made contact with Warfield on the shot. Nonetheless, the referee did. And so Warfield will shoot 2. That's the third, check that, second team foul on the Chargers. 3 team fouls on the Bruins here in the second half. Short on both, and Delaney Sheets with the defensive board. Man-to-man defense now for the Bruins. Warfield on Sheets. Skips it out to Gibbs. Post entry, Lowry, 2 dribbles up. Boy, we used to call that the Leslie Johnson move. 2 power dribbles one way, reach back with the step to the side you just came from and couldn't get it to go. But Leslie Johnson, that's a name Northrop Bruin basketball fans, actually just Fort Wayne basketball fans in general, will probably never forget. A superstar here for the Bruins. Scored over 2,000 high school points in this very gymnasium. Did Leslie Johnson. Went on to play some collegiate basketball at Purdue. Played professionally for a short time. Did Leslie Johnson. And in the early 90s, I'm not sure you wanted to have the Northrop Lady Bruins on your schedule, as they were a dominant high school basketball force, not just in the city, but in the state of Indiana. Under Hall of Fame coach Dave Riley, who this court is named after. Tiana White, another runner in the lane, couldn't get to go, puts up her own rebound. And we'll step right back to the line where she just hit 2. And Tiana White has just hit 4 free throws in a row. She's got 15 points to lead the Bruins in scoring. Lowry battling and gets 2 of her own. And the Chargers score 17 in the third quarter. The Bruins offensively a little more productive in that quarter, and we'll be right back with fourth quarter action here at SummitCitySports.com.
I choose to do whole body cryotherapy after practices, games, and training. It reduces inflammation in my muscles and allows me to move more agile throughout my profession. I became a believer in iCryo after my severe injury in college at Notre Dame, tore my ACL, and I was looking for ways to recover, ways to get back on the field. So I'm thankful for iCryo.
Welcome back to live action as the Bruins will inbound to start the fourth quarter. And the Carroll offense might need some of that iCryo just to cool them off a little bit. They have been sizzling. And really in this third quarter picked up right where they left off. A 17-point third quarter. As now on the floor with the ball, Lexi Castater. On the floor seeing her first action, number 42, Tori Straley. Jasmine Anderson, a junior. Number 34, Natalie Linnemeyer. And number 44, Evie Murphy. Little 2-3 zone from the Chargers. Perry with it. She finds Tiana White. Turns. Quick shot, no good. And wide open again in transition. Castater. Boy, she finds teammates open and puts that pass right where it needs to be. Able to just, I bet she was tremendous growing up at Where's Waldo. Just able to find teammates, that time through traffic. I'm going to have to interview her post-game and see if she grew up finding Waldo on those pages. I'm not sure if Waldo is still a thing for millennials, for Generation Z. I believe it's still a book. I don't know if Waldo has a website where people look for him, but Lexi Castater, an excellent passer with great vision. Alexa Robinson, the defensive rebound, and she finds Jasmine Perry. Tiana White in transition. High shot, pocket, and splash. Go the Peaches from Tiana White. To our Twitter followers, Facebook followers, if you can at us with a little bit of difference between peaches and nectarines. I don't know if I've ever heard that scientific differentiation of what is biologically the difference between a peach and a nectarine. But as we all know, basketball fans, the original basket when Dr. James Naismith invented this beautiful game was a peach basket. And so I have long since argued that if you are good at shooting threes, we should call those peaches. Because what do you put in a peach basket? Oh, my, Warfield almost put a couple of peaches in at that time. Got her own rebound, put it back up, and was fouled. She'll step to the line for 2. Story is, though, when they invented the game of basketball, every time you scored, you'd have to get the ladder out, climb up, get the ball out of the peach basket, as there was no hole in the basket. You also could not dribble when they first invented the game of basketball. True story. Look it up. Dr. James Naismith. Shout out to our Canadian friends, as I believe Dr. James Naismith was born in Canada. Driving, couldn't get it to go. Serenity Bragg defending, and here comes Tiana White with it. Finds Perry, who will let it fly, and a couple of 3 balls now. Finding the nylon for these Bruin shooters. Here's Jasmine Anderson, the junior. Ball reversal. And again, there's that open post offense. The cutter there was Tori Straley, the 5'11 junior. And again, Coach Reddy, known for that open post offense, allows for cutters, slicers, dribble penetration. And again, we keep saying 5'10", 5'11", 6 foot for these Charger basketball players. They are tall. And I think a whistle going to be called before Perry, who stole it and pushed it the other way, could offer the shot. And so 15 foul, the Bruins will take it underneath out of bounds. And on the drive, with 5:16 remaining, another whistle. Thatcher able to get that one to go. And again, starting with those Tiana White free throws, she then hit a 3. Perry hit a 3. Thatcher now. I was about to say connecting on both from the free throw line. Long on that shot. Gibbs with the backside rebound. She finds Anderson, who was sort of sandwiched there between 2 Bruin defenders. They're going to say foul on the floor, and so a Charger underneath out of bounds. That'll be the 5th team foul against the Bruins. Good post defense again by the Bruins, as Jasmine Perry was able to get around. And you love players that, again, play defense before their player catches it, especially in the basket area. But on the perimeter, those that deny before their player catches it in the basket area, who really use their feet, work around without fouling before their player catches the ball. Don't wait to play defense, or you might not get a chance to. And Perry able to hit both. There's that open post cut off of the high. Gibbs with a little sauce on the bounce. And the underneath reverse finish. Like she's done it before. Perry. A lefty attempt. Boy, that was, I thought that was going to go in. And a foul on the rebound. I believe Serenity Bragg going to step to the line as she was fighting for that offensive carom. And this will be the first free throw attempts for Bragg. Gibbs on the push. Nobody stopped her, and look what I found. A wide open look for Gibbs. That three deflected as White shot it. And Bragg swishes this free throw attempt. 10 team fouls now on the Chargers with 4 minutes remaining. And we might see a lot of free throws in this final 3:57. Bragg hits both. And Anaya Moore will check in to replace her. Serenity Bragg, the senior. Anaya Moore, the junior. And the Bruins again in that man-to-man defense here that we've seen a lot in the fourth quarter. Here's Jasmine Anderson. Cut to the block. Unable to get it to go, and they're going to say last touch there. I believe that was Natalie Linnemeyer who touched it last. Here's the ball screen high. Thatcher blocked by Anderson, I believe. Here's Anderson with it. Shot, play on. A lot of contact underneath there as two players hit the deck. No whistle. Here's Pocock. Post entry. Inside out. Give Perry credit. Pocock hit enough threes in the second quarter. She's now tightly defended. And Murphy, 17-footer. Long rebound, stolen here by the Bruins. Anderson will flick it from the corner, short, gets her own rebound. Had another rebound. And they're going to say last touch by the Chargers. Thatcher on the point. She'll get a ball screen. Nice bounce pass. Again, contact on the shot. And I think they're going to get Anderson. They're going to say she got her with the body as she contested Tiana White's shot. That free throw long, and White searching her 19th point of the evening. Back of the rim and down. A reminder, the heads up as we look ahead on this calendar schedules for both of these teams. The Chargers, 2 more games this week. It'll be a 4-game little NBA schedule for these Chargers as Warfield, the steal, going to push it the other way and lay it in. But the Chargers will play this Friday against Homestead and then turn around and play Saturday against Northridge. So a big week of basketball for the Chargers. The Bruins, similarly, 3 games this week, as the season really underway now for high school girls basketball. They will turn around and play at Bishop Dwenger, so a back-to-back SAC contest. They'll then play East Noble on the 9th, Bishop Luers on the 11th, and then travel up to Mishawaka Marion, newly added to the schedule on the 12th. Missed, rebounded, and I think they're going to say Carroll made some illegal contact, and we'll head the other way. So 1:33 remaining here in the fourth quarter. It has been Carroll. They jumped out to an early 17-4 lead and really never looked back, scoring 60 points in this first half. That has got to be the high score. That might be an all-time high-scoring half for Carroll Charger girls basketball. We're going to get our statistician, fact-checker, Google extraordinaire Hunter Sosenheimer on that research and let you know. But 60 points in the first half. Call that an offensive explosion. Post entry. Good post interior defense there as Moore shuffled her feet. And we'll head the other way. Want to give you a reminder to our fans. Kelly Automotive Group is Indiana's #1 automotive group with over 1,000 new vehicles and 500 pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Please visit drivekelly.com. Simple, transparent, reliable. Also a reminder, Tom Steele Tire has been servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. They will help you find the perfect tire for your vehicle and other auto repair services like brakes, wheel alignments, engine diagnostics, and more. Big Eyed Fish has been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Like their Facebook pages for updated promotions. Enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne and a family-friendly environment at Big Eyed Fish. And the Chargers going to be very patient here. 45 seconds now as time ticks in the fourth quarter. Anderson, post move, surrounded by Bruins. And I think the baseline official is going to get her for an offensive foul. No, I'm mistaken. 3 seconds in the lane there. Thatcher, floater, tried to go window, and Jasmine Anderson, another defensive rebound here in the fourth quarter. She'll push it ahead. Missed, and a foul. And while we got a moment, I want to remind you, you're invited to join ProFed Credit Union, where we get to know you. To better serve you, sign up online in 5 minutes or stop by a branch. Join ProFed today and start owning your financial future at profedcu.org. Missing that free throw long for the Chargers was Tori Straley. Also a reminder, at Ottenweller Contracting, we invest in our customers by providing peace of mind during the entire process. From bid to build, visit OttenwellerContracting.com. Anaya Moore pulls down the rebound, and this might be the last possession of the game. Warfield no good, and here come the Chargers. Pocock sprinting. I'll be a little surprised if they shoot it. No, they do, and here's the lefty lay-in for Pocock. 5 seconds now. Thatcher long three, and that will be it. That is now your final. And again, these Chargers move to 5-2 on the season with a victory here. Their first in conference play. They are now officially 1-0 in SAC play. And you got to think, SAC conference, the season is all the more important this year as there will be no SAC holiday tournament this season. And so they start SAC conference play with perfection. And again, that offensive explosion in the first half really gets the credit for this victory. We'll be right back after a brief word from our sponsors here at SummitCitySports.com.
We have to do this. A bit of a hill.
His mother said, if you're coming to school, you got to bring your sister because they have to go and work in the fields. So this kid carries his 1-year-old sister everywhere. A lot of those kids don't eat in the morning. A lot of those kids, the only place they do eat is at that school.
I thought going up that mountain, Mary's meals can reach everywhere that there's a hungry child.
You see what happens after a simple meal? It just came to life.
Love reaches everywhere.
Parkview Sports Medicine's integrated sports medicine team is built to serve the needs of all athletes in all sports. Our team's only goal is to improve athletes in every facet. PSM offers performance training to help athletes get better on the field.
And fans, welcome back. Want to say a few more words from our sponsors here before we sign off. But a shout out to Summit Volleyball, who trains and builds the highest quality volleyball players in the area. From ages 5 through 18, our players are equipped with elite level skills and a foundation of life skills. Jump on board. Together we can reach the summit. Also a reminder, Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning is dedicated to providing the best possible solution for your home or business. A system and solution that fits your unique needs. Visit AndersonCoolHeat.com. Also a reminder, El Azteca Mexican Restaurant has been a Fort Wayne favorite since 1973. El Azteca Mexican recipes are sure to tantalize your taste buds. Visit elazteca.com. iCryo specializes in whole body cryotherapy, body sculpting, cryofacials, infrared sauna, and compression therapy services. Check out Jalen Smith's signature location on Coliseum Boulevard by Blaze Pizza. And then just a reminder about the Holiday Hoops Basketball Development Camp at Sport One Fieldhouse, hosted by Always 100. This month, December 28th through December 31st, we're talking pre-K through 8th grade. As always, you can register for this and others at always100basketball.com or contact us at 446-3251 for that Holiday Hoops shooting, dribbling, passing, and defense developmental camp. And then, as always, we want to thank our primary sponsor, Parkview Sports Medicine, who continues to lead the way in Northeast Indiana. Our specialized sports medicine team offers direct access to physical therapy, sports physicians in our new Parkview Ortho Express Clinic, located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse. No referral needed, saving you time and money. Visit parkviewsportsmedicine.com to learn more. And then again, it was the Chargers early. It was the Chargers often. As we show you the final score, the Chargers victorious, moved to 5-2 on the season, defeating the Northrop Bruins 83-47. And just a balanced scoring attack and a very deep team led by Emily Parrott, Sanaya Jackson, Taylor Fordyce, Kayla Gibbs, Nevaeh Jackson, Lexi Castater, Delane Sheets, Olivia Lowry, and Brooke Pocock. A very deep squad for Coach Redding. And they are victorious 1-0 again in SAC play. And they will be in action this Friday in a big one for the Chargers as they play the Homestead Spartans this Friday. As always, we appreciate you streaming with us on SummitCitySports.com for videographer extraordinaire Hunter Sosenheimer. I'm Andrew Wiss. This has been an Indiana High School Athletic Association production of high school sports.